bell pepper and other veggies. It's also a research center. Ministry of Food and Agriculture institutions come here to do their research. So we give them some of the greenhouses to do their research. So when there's a new seed variety, they bring it to us for us to try for them to see how it goes. Yeah. And it's also a training center. People come here to come and learn agric, especially people who want the practical aspect of it. People are going to Legon to do agric and all, but when it comes to the practical aspect of it, it's fun. So they come here, they live here for 3 months, and we take them through the practical aspect of it. So there's a lot to say, but I'll prepare questions so that I know what to say and what not to say. So please let's go so that you see. There's a greenhouse farming. So this particular system of farming, I don't know how to use this. Okay, let's say you see that we are growing in buckets. What you see there is not soil. It is cocoa pit. Okay. It is coconut husk that has been mashed. So there's no nutrient in it. It only holds the plant. It only holds the plant. There are other growing media that you can use just to hold the plant. So what happens is we feed the plant. It's neutral. Nutrients. Yeah, nutrients. The cocoa pit is neutral. It has no nutrient in it. So we feed it. And when it comes to the cocoa pit, what you see here like this, every stage of the plant, we know how much of nutrients the plant needs. So when I'm giving the nutrients and I don't give it in the right quantity, you will see the signs on the plant. But let's say in the soil, when I don't even give the right nutrients, there's already nutrients in the soil, so the plant finds a way to survive. And this system of farming too, we use, it looks like, we'll enter one of the greenhouses, you see. We use drip lines. We don't waste water. So every plant has a drip eye. And we don't depend on rain. So whether rain or shine, we are always growing. It's all year round. That is the beautiful thing about this. And also, this is also to protect the plants and the fruits and everything. So our tomatoes is quite expensive. This is what they sell in the malls and all. You can harvest these tomatoes and in 2 weeks put on your shelf, it won't go bad. And this is not what, I'm not saying it because I want to tell you, something that has been tried and tested. One woman came to buy tomatoes from us and tried it. She traveled, came back 2 weeks, it was still there. She bought a greenhouse. Yes, and this is the reason is because of we don't use this pesticide, insecticide, and all of these things. So it is very wholesome and also hygienic and good for consumption. You see the lines there? It is also called the trellis lines. You see, in the open field, tomato grows to a certain point. It doesn't grow up again. There are 3 different types of tomatoes. We have the determinate, we have semi-determinate, and indeterminate. So determinate is what is grown in the open field. It gets to a point, that's all. It won't grow again. But in the greenhouse, we use the semi-determinate and indeterminate. So we can grow our hits up there. When it hits up there, we can release the plant. It will keep growing. So you get more yield from this greenhouse than you do in the open field. That is how it is. Any questions so far?
So what about the other tomatoes? It doesn't mean you can't plant that one in greenhouse.
Okay, you can plant it. It's okay. But
what is the name again? No, the name of
okay, there's determinate. There are sharks here. Yeah, it's determinate. Okay. Semi-determinate and indeterminate. Okay. It's advisable to grow semi-determinate and indeterminate in this greenhouse. The indeterminate like this, the plant can be there for like 8 to 9 months. You keep harvesting and all. Yeah.
From the same.
Yes, from the same plant.
Oh, okay.
And that is what makes this very, very good and advisable. I wouldn't prefer to come and grow determinate in this greenhouse. I'll do it in the open field. But semi and I'll go up. Any questions?
So in effect, are you saying the vegetables sold at the malls are much more, they have more nutritional value than the ones in the market?
Okay, that is not, even when it comes to the mall, they mix it.
Because sometimes when you see it.
Yes, they mix it. They mix it. Sometimes they can sell the open field one to you as a greenhouse one. They mix it. So that is why you need to know where your veggies are coming from. People drive all the way to this.
when you're eating vegetables from here, you are sure it's
Yes.
not gutter water.
Yes.
It's not from the gutter.
Yes. So people drive all the way to this place to buy. Sometimes we send it to them in a crack because they know where it is coming from. They are safe and secure.
Okay, so you said that you don't use pesticides and all that. So what is the control? How do you?
So when it comes to this pesticide and insecticides, there's the synthetic one and there's the organic one. So when I have an issue in my greenhouse and I use neem oil to spray, you are safe. Yeah, you are safe.
How do you the neem oil? Do you extract it yourself? Or
You see, when it comes to this space, I think one of the reasons why Bright Bush here is there are a lot of opportunities here. You see the cocoa pit like this. The cocoa pit, a bag is around 40 Ghana. It's just coconut like that about much. So it can be somebody's business. So when it comes to the neem oil also, it is somebody's business. They do the extraction, then we buy. We can't do everything. Here we want to focus on production. Yeah, any other question?
Yes, please, how do you differentiate between the determinate, semi-determinate, the seeds?
Okay, so there are varieties.
Okay.
There are varieties. So if I'm going to buy a seed, it can be yes. You can specify that I want a determinate, I want indeterminate, I want semi-determinate. So that is how it is.
So please, I want to find out with this, how are you able to grow on a large scale?
Okay, so there are different sizes and types of greenhouses. You go down there, you see a smaller one. People who want it in their backyards, we can do for you. And there are also huge greenhouses. Even in Ghana here, there are very huge ones. That looks like a city. They are huge ones. And if I also want more, I'll prefer to have this one on my land. Like one plot like this, 70 by 100, about 4 of this type, 15 by 9 can go onto it. So I can decide to do a lot of it. And the beauty about separating them is when there's an attack in this room, it's just this room. But if it's huge like that, you know that it's very difficult to control. And here, for instance, like this, we don't just enter the greenhouses anyhow. You enter here, you're not supposed to enter here because you'll be transferring issues. Any questions?
So you made mention of entry. So what are the PPEs you use when you enter?
So we have our tag that we wear. It depends on the activity you are going to do inside. There are different ways we do a lot of. If I'm going to do pollination, there's what I know. I wear my gloves and wear my stuff. If I'm going to do spraying, I have my PPEs that I wear. But most of the time, your gloves and your. If I'm doing trellising, I have to make sure that I wear my stuff.
Okay, so with the seedlings, are they genetic modified ones or the local ones that we?
They're not GMOs.
Okay.
They're not GMOs.
So you harvest the seeds here?
No. No.
Where do you have
We have people who sell seeds, so we buy from them.
So is it imported or?
We have some that are done here, some too are brought from outside. And you see that one is. I went to Kenya and there's a seed company in Kenya that is about 92 years old. It's somebody's business. So I wouldn't like to grow and get the seeds and grow again. It's work. Even producing alone is work. I need to make sure that my pH in the soil is okay. I need to make sure every time adding all that to it is work.
So is it like you don't have people to help you with that? Or
Oh yeah, we have workers here.
Because you said it's a research center, I think
Yo.
what that's being available actually improve on everybody coming.
So let's say the research, for instance, when they come based on what you want to do, we can give you just one greenhouse. So one greenhouse is for that research. We take data and everything that we do here is also recorded. Yeah, because at the end of the day, I want to know how much went into this, what input you used, my outcome, what I got. I do analysis and realize that I made profit, I didn't make profit. The next one, I know how to improve it. So this is.
So what system of water do you use? Is it Ghana pipe water or borehole?
Okay, so here, like this, here we use a borehole. But even that borehole has been treated, tested, and all, so we know it's safe. Because you need to check the pH of the water and everything. You see the plants like this. Like if you don't check all those things, sometimes when you check the pH, it's either high or low. Sometimes the growing media is acidic. And it has to be neutral. It's 0 to 14. 7. When you check and it's 7, you are safe. It can pick every nutrient that you give it. But if it's below, there are some nutrients that it won't pick. If it's high, there are some nutrients that it won't pick. So you have to make sure that you do it well. If you don't do it well, you have an issue.
So market value, please. If I want to buy tomatoes from here, Olonka, how much is it?
We don't do Olonka.
So what do you do?
We do kilos.
Kilos. So how much is it?
So since we are here, the farm gate price, I'll give it to you at 20 cedi for a kilo.
1 kilo.
It depends on the size.
Please, have you done farming before? It depends on the size.
1 kilo is not
Yeah, so the names like this, we have 20 greenhouses here. 20 of this. So when we're having our meetings and we're talking and I'm saying that okay, they know which one. When I say month, when I say DJ, they know which one I'm talking about. And these names have reasons. You go and see Berlin and all. Berlin is money heist.
It's me.
It's good, eh?
It's from our favorite person, his name.
Your wife,
Okay.
Day. It's day.
So when it comes to the tomatoes like this, from the beginning, we are going to 21 to 30 days is for nursery. Okay. So when I'm done with the 21 days, I transplant. Transplanting, it will take me like from the day I transplant to the 67 to 75th day, I should see my first fruit. So from that time, 35 days after the first fruit, I should always be harvesting.
So we are going to Ayoko.
He's blocking me.
Amele.
Daddy, come for your bottle. You don't
Are you Kai?
So you can decide to even buy the buckets, decide to buy like 10 or 15 and put at home. I'll give you seedlings and I will help you grow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that one is also
No, I'll get
I see that you're interested.
very.
So like the borehole pumps into this tank. Yeah, this one. As of now we are filling. So if you come, you can hear that it's filling. So we are filling this one. We are filling. So the borehole pumps into these two huge tanks. And these tanks distribute to all greenhouses. All the greenhouses have quality tanks. Okay, plant. We don't know what you will discover. Because we enhance learning here. And all the 20 greenhouses, we don't grow all at once. We start up production.
Okay. What's the meaning of that?
Okay, so what happens is if I grow all the 20, it means all will come at the same time. Then I'll have to wait for another 2 months before I harvest. So I will grow in 5 of them. The following week or 2, I grow in the other one. So once this one I'm harvesting, this one is done, this one is paid. So everything that we do here is calculated. And this one is what people are now getting in their homes. And it's really moving. People are buying this one in their homes. Yeah. This is 4x4, it's a small greenhouse.
What kind of size? There's a crocodile there. Creating plants that won't come.
Wow.
So this is how you can take pictures if you want to get pictures. So when it comes to this one, this is a local type. There are 2 types to use it. They don't like it very big. And that one is more expensive than this one. This one like there's a kilo here, if you come and buy here it's like 7 cedis. But the Medi is 10 cedis upwards. So this is how. And this plant we've released it. It will get to the top, then we release it. It will keep growing until we are tired, or until the plant is also tired and stressed. When I get a lot from the plant and I realize that it's stressed, there's no point in keeping it. I need to end it and start another one. Is there any question here? And you see that here like this we are growing in the soil. Yeah, so for the sake of training, when you come here and we are training you, we train you both in the cocoa. By the cocoa pit, you don't get any market issues. Any question? Let's go down there.
So what is the first sign if it is nematode infested? What do you see? Is it the leaves or?
Yeah, you see from one. You can see from the leaves. You can also see from the stem. Yeah, that is how it works. So most of the time, when I come and I see any plant that has issues, this one like this, you see how this one all are okay. It can be water. It can also be this nematodes we are talking about. It can be wilt. It can be anything. So when I see this, I observe it, I give it what I'm supposed to give it, and it's still like this. I'll uproot it. When I uproot it, I look at the roots, I look at it, and I assess it. It's not safe for it to be in the room because it will affect all the other plants. So every morning when we wake up, we do scouting. when it comes to the insects that attack the plants, you come and see them early in the morning and late in the evening. So when you are spraying this neem oil and stuff, you don't do it in the afternoon, you do it in the morning and in the evening. In the afternoon you don't get them. So you come and behind them, you see them, some of them are dead. Any question? You ask your question?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Please.
Let's go.
What is this for?
Okay, This is called a pest trap. A pest trap. This is one of the ways that if you don't want to use this insecticide and all that, you can use this. This one, there are different colors. We have the yellow, we have the blue, we have the black, and all have the purposes that they serve. So these traps attract the insects. Some of them like some colors. So when they see it, they come to it and it traps them. So when I get this, it can tell me the kind of insects that are in the room, then I know how to treat them. Because all the insects are not the same. They are all not the same.
So it has a sticky surface or how?
Yes, they are pheromones. There are some things we call them pheromones. And this particular thing is also somebody's business. It's a pest trap company. You can decide, we can teach you for you to do it yourself. There are some pheromones and all that you use, glue and all that. But it's work. It's better that you go and buy and use it. You see some yellow plants, right?
Yeah.
You know what the plants are? There are some yellow flowers by the tomato.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's what?
Sunflower.
It's marigold.
Okay.
The purpose of that plant is to fight the nematodes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So that is why the plants are. Yeah.
oh boy.
I wouldn't like. Why coming?
Okay.
We have been harvesting from this room since October.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, since October. So today I came around and I was telling the person in charge of this room that let's end it.
Elisa.
So like since and if you watch, if I leave
If
I leave it, I'll still get fruits.
okay.
Because the yellow things that you see are all fruits. That's where it starts from. So that is the fruits. So it means that it has the potential of still, if you manage it well. But I have to end it. So since October we have been harvesting. And okay, it's okay.
No.
Okay.
There's a way that we do pollination here.
there's one here, boss.
You can keep it. You can keep it. There's a way that we do pollination here. I believe we all know what pollination is.
Yes.
And most of the time we thought that
Insect
insect has to
So how does it happen? Do you initiate?
Hey.
so I was thinking somebody will ask me that question. Before myself, I'm asking myself that question. Okay, so you can use bees. There are some greenhouses that use bees to do the pollination. But that one too is another work on its own. So here there are two ways that we do it. Just by shaking the plant. Or we use a hormone. There's a hormone. What I do is I'll hold the flower like this. There's a hormone. We have a hormone. Then I put it on.
Oh, okay.
That's our pollination. So what you see this one every day, and I prefer the hormones to the shaking.
Why?
Because when I do it, I know I have done it. Yes, accuracy. But shaking it, you don't have fact. So what the workers do is you have to make sure that every flower you pollinate. So you take flower by flower. So you can imagine the work. Flower by and this is where the money begins. So you have to make sure that this is where the money begins. Yeah. So every 3 days we pollinate. And when I pollinate this flower and I come tomorrow, you will know that it has been pollinated. So when I come, I see the ones that have not been pollinated. And I pollinate.
But how do you know?
Yeah, you will see from the
The hormones that. Sorry. With the hormones, it's someone's business also.
Yes, it's also someone's business. And it's natural. It's somebody's business. So agri care, that is bright, like we are here, so he knows. There's a lot of opportunities. Sometimes when the youth are somewhere, I feel somewhere about it. I was working somewhere, I was in the oil industry, and I resigned to come and do agri. It didn't make sense to a lot of people at that time. They didn't understand. But I know what I saw. And I came into this field. There are too many money-making opportunities in this field. But everybody wants to go and sit in the office and keep calm, but the money is here.
I think it's about them knowing that this thing is existing for them to, tap into it.
Yeah. I think that is one of the reasons why
Yeah.
I also brought you for you to come and see.
I did a picture.
There's a lot. There are too many opportunities. Money making. I can decide to just do seedlings and even sell. Yeah, there's too many. So, any questions? Anything that you are wondering? And yeah.
My question there is from the business point of
Let me see.
Yeah. So he's doing a cost benefit analysis.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at the greenhouse and the normal farming.
Please come inside.
Enter the wagon.
This guy. Go.
Yes, so I'm asking that if you're doing a cost benefit analysis, looking at the greenhouse farming and the normal farming, which one would you do?
This one.
Okay, why?
Because this. Okay. Sorry.
He's answered.
Hey.
You say
Because this one you can harvest all season. It's not seasonal based like the farm that is exposed to the environment. You need rains and all that.
And
Depending
then
on the weather.
like the cost aspect, like the input.
Yeah.
What do you have to put in to get what you have to get? I was asking that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you are still going to make your money.
Yeah.
This is expensive. to do, but
Definitely, it's expensive. But
It's worth it.
It's worth the
It's
investment.
worth it. And you see, this system of farming or this produce is not for anybody. A friend of mine came, Charlie, I want to sell some. I said, go and sell. Okay, go and sell.